Hey guys, today I'm gonna be showing you guys my keys for getting fast hands. There's a few things that will definitely help you guys keep your swing shorter, make your hands faster, and keep your opponents guessing. So the title's a little misleading compared to the first thing I'm gonna tell you, but fast hands is kind of a misnomer in my opinion. I think all of our reaction times are pretty similar. So I don't think you versus someone you think has really fast hands, their hands are really that much faster than yours. I think there's a few things that they're doing better. So the number one thing is getting used to opening and closing your wrist. This is by far the way to improve your hand speed the quickest. So look at players like J.W. Johnson, who people say have like some of the fastest hands. He's just very good at doing this. So it seems simple, but it is hard. So if you're going like this, and he goes like this, he's gonna have faster hands than you. He's moving his paddle a lot shorter than you guys are. So what we're gonna focus on first is how we wrist set. So what I mean by that is this is how you should set up to hit a volley. So as the ball is coming, right, you're waiting, that ball comes, either way, watch, I'm not gonna move my arm. I'm gonna turn my wrist, backhand, punch. Turn my wrist, forehand, counter. So either way, it just starts by setting my wrist instead of using my elbow and shoulder joint to go like this. If we can do that and move from our wrist first, that will immediately make your hands a lot faster. So to start, I'm gonna use my shoulder and my elbow more, which is what I see a lot of. What you're gonna notice is it's gonna be a lot of arm motion, and you guys are probably gonna think my hands don't look that fast. Now I'm gonna do what I focus on in games. Instead of going like this, I'm gonna go here to here. So you can see how my range has already shrunk from here to just here. Now I don't have to swing as much, which will allow me to get back to neutral and get ready for that next ball much faster, giving me the illusion of that fast hands. So you could see there how even when I get jammed up, when I stay short, I'm still able to get that ball in. If I get jammed up and I'm taking a big swing, I don't have the time to hit that ball. So that's the first thing. Now the next thing, right, you're like, okay, so now I have super fast, I'm going back and forth nice and quick. Now this part is just as important. It is your ready position. So let's say you have super fast hands, but you start like this. You still have to move your paddle a ton. This is where paddle tracking comes in, or maybe ball tracking is more accurate. So the tip of my paddle follows the ball like it's getting pulled around. So balls cross court, here, in front, here, dead in front, there, there. So my paddle is only ever gonna move from there to there, because I just moved from sideline to sideline. What this does is it makes that first open shorter. So let's say I'm here and the ball goes over there. I still have to go all the way across. If instead I'm there, bang, right, a lot shorter than that. So again, paddle tracking cuts down that initial movement, again, adding to that fast hands illusion. So if we can focus on those two things, we will definitely get quicker hands. Now the paddle tracking obviously isn't that simple because you may not want to be dead center. Adding on to that, it's okay to be a little off. Some people have commented this when I've talked about it, and I actually agree. For instance, if the ball's dead in front of me, I'm not actually gonna be here because again, we do focus more on the backhand than the forehand. So I call it like a 1 hour or a 2 hour tilt. And what I mean by that is if you imagine a clock and the ball's right in front of me, so this would be 12 o'clock, right? This is 11 o'clock. So I would say I'm about 1 hour off from where I should be. I think that's a really big key because most of the balls are gonna be backhands. So we do want a slight cheat. So I call it my 1 hour off cheat, whatever that is. So if the ball's in the middle, line it up and then adjust by 1 hour. Balls in front, adjust by 1 hour. I think that's a really good way to let you cover the backhand heavy, but still paddle track. Guys, I'm listening to the comments. I'm trying to adjust and improve my videos. Please, to support my channel, leave a subscribe, a like, a comment, whatever you can. Really appreciate all the support, guys. Okay, so the last thing, and probably the hardest to do, is gonna be our recoil. So this is where a lot of people kind of get lost. So they may be really quick on that first ball, but then where the pros are so good, someone again like J-Dub, is his recoil is so good. So what do we do after we hit the ball? So even if you take it back really short, if you go like this, it's gonna take you a long time to get ready for that next ball. So the key is a short and thorough follow through. So we're not gonna go like this and not follow through at all. That would be like a reset, right? But at the same time, we're not gonna swing. So it's a lot like a punch. So that's why people talk about a punch. Even on the forehand, it's still punchy. So I am swinging a little bit, but you can see how I'm not finishing that follow through. So I'm gonna show you guys how I do it on drives, like drive counters, how I do it at the net. But again, putting all of these things together is what allows us to have really quick hands. So on that recoil, what we're gonna really key in on is stopping in front of ourselves. So I'm gonna follow through till the paddle gets in front of me. So bang, in front, bang, in front. We're just not gonna keep going past there. So it's okay to follow through till you get in front, till you're in front, and then we stop. That will put us in a good spot that we can go get that next ball wherever it goes. So first, Zach's gonna drive the ball, and what I'm gonna show you guys is how, again, I'm pretty neutral, and then as it comes, I'm gonna flip my wrist, extend in front of myself, and that's what's gonna allow me to cover either ball. It's how I counter my drives and how I keep myself from getting caught doing this a lot. I'm able to open and go back and forth. So you can see how on the drives, I was starting out in front of myself, and the first thing I do is wrist set. So if I have time and I want to take back, that's fine, but I don't go here first, I go here first, and then I swing. Because on the drive, you may be able to take that little extra extension, but now that Zach's closer, I'm not gonna have the liberty to go here. I'm really just gonna stay everything in front. So now at the net, we're just gonna do a bunch of volley to volley, some off the bounce, whatever, and I want you guys to just focus on what we're doing. We're both really focused on being short, staying in front, and just bang, 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 everything here. That's what gives us those fast hands. It's more about staying short and compact than it is our reaction time or anything else that's special. Okay guys, 3 big things we talked about today. I just want to recap to make sure. So I know some of you guys have told me you take notes, so these are the things to note. So number 1 is wrist setting. So forehand, backhand, wrist moves first. That way, even if I'm late and I get caught, I can still hit the ball, versus when I go like this, I can't. So first we wrist set. Number 2, paddle tracking. So point to the ball, and maybe you want to, like me, offset a little bit, but only by like 1 hour on a clock. We're not gonna be here. It's gonna be straight, a little off if you like to lean backhand. So that allows us to start in the right spot, because it's great if we're short here, but if we're not in the right spot to start, we still have a long way to go. Now those 2 are great, but if those are the only 2 you have, you'll be really good for the first ball. We wanna be really good for the first 10 balls. So instead, we wanna also focus on recoil. So after we do those 2 things great, set, wrist, counter, now the follow through is compact. So we stop when the paddle gets in front of us. So we don't want the paddle to cross through this imaginary zone between my body. So when I counter, I don't ever go here. I go there and I stop. That way I can hit that next ball. So full speed, it would look boom, 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 right? Everything stays in front in that cylinder, and that's what allows us to be so fast and hit so many balls without taking these massive swings, but still keeping that power. Let me know in the comment section if there's a video you want me to take a deeper dive into. I'm super interested in creating content that helps you guys improve, so let me know below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.